My name is Kathryn, and I'm a transpersonal psychologist from Southern California. And my experience has been, I'm going to cut right to the chase. 30 years ago, I was diagnosed with the beginning stages of stomach cancer, severe inflammation, a lot of gastrointestinal problems. I have had that for 30 years, and they thought the cancer was back about a month ago. My tongue had turned black. I was in severe pain. Acid was all the way up inside my ears. And then a friend of mine who's here, Lucinda, told me about Guruji one night a month ago. And I said, I don't want anything more to do with another guru. And she said, well, just give it a try. And I noticed my resistance was so high that there must be some truth to it because the ego was fighting too much. So I got on at the very last minute, thanks to her. And I said, oh, I have a laptop and I'll listen to this. And I walked around and I was fixing dinner and Fred came on and I said, oh, that's a lot of hype. And then I kept walking around and then caught out of the corner of my eye, the slideshow. And then I went and sat down, was eating my dinner. And then Guruji came on and his voice. I just had to stop what I was doing for a minute and listen to his voice. I listened to him and he says for a while and then he said, now we're going to listen to testimonies. And I said, okay, my hour's up. I didn't know anything about the blessings, didn't listen to one, didn't even know if there was one. And I turned my computer off. The next morning, I went in to have the scope and all the tests and they said they were preparing me for the worst. And my tongue had turned completely black, etc. And I came out of the anesthesia, and he looked at my partner, and he said, is she really in pain? And I had noticed that my pain level had been cut in half the next morning, but didn't attribute it. I go, well, that's kind of interesting. Didn't even think about Guru. And then he looked at me, and he showed me as much as I could see, and waking up, the test results and all the pictures, everything was completely normal. After 30 years, pain is continuing to subside, and my tongue is no longer black, and I now have some great healers also that are working on me, and I had tried everything else before, so the Guru made the difference.